Welcome back to the show. This is KDS Reviews. This is another episode of today's haul. This is where I picked up some actually from some pawn shops and Goodwill. You'd be surprised at what people leave behind. Let's see what I got up. We're going to start off with a biblical epic, Charlton Heston, Ben-Hur. Now, this tells the story of a Jewish nobleman in Palestine whose heroic odyssey includes enslavement by Romans, a bold escape from embattled slave gallery, vengeance against the tormentors during a furious arena chariot race, and a faithful encounter with Christ right here. Now, for my younger viewers, if you haven't seen this movie, not only is it a good epic story, they had a lot of these biblical epic movies in the 60s and 70s, but this chariot race right here, the aforementioned chariot race right here, this is unbelievable right here. You have to see how this was done. It wasn't in CGI or any green screen right here. They did it with an actual chariot horses, everything. It is unbelievable. You have to see it. It's called Ben-Hur. I'm good for a good, courtroom drama like A Time to Kill. Let's see which one I got like that. Here's another one. Richard Gere, Edward Norton, Primal Fear. Now, this is a story of this character that Richard Gere is playing called Vale. He hears about a penniless altar boy who's accused of murdering the local archbishop. He snaps up the case, eager for media spotlight. Little does he know it will uncover a viper's nest of corruption. Now, this is a good performance by Richard Gere. Richard Gere is more of a star from the late 70s or early 80s, if you haven't heard of him, for my younger viewers. But this right here is one of his best performances. It's not his best performance. This is a really good courtroom movie right here. One of the best to me. I kind of like this one better than A Time to Kill. That's called Primal Fear. Up next, this actually kind of refers to one of my first episodes. I was talking about the best TV show ever made, which in my opinion is Twilight Zone. This was another network's alternative to it. It's called One Step Beyond. Now, the difference between One Step Beyond and Twilight Zone is all of these stories on here, these mysteries and everything, were supposedly actually true. Like this guy that created this water, this engine. Like the engine ran on water and not gas, but he disappeared and the government never found him again. Or this lady that was in this house, she stepped outside the door, never to be seen again. It's a great, good mystery right here. You don't see too much of this show actually being syndicated anymore. Interesting movie, interesting little show here. Like I said, supposedly all these stories are true. Very best of One Step Beyond. Up next, we got a little fall scare. That's coming up later on this year. This is one I've seen this one in the years before. Final Destination right here. All these killings that are going on, and things that are going on, and knocking these people out. Planes, trains, automobiles, all this good stuff. Thought I'd pick it up. Just add it to my other little Fall Fear DVD collection. Final Destination. Last but least, we got something for educational here. For my educational crowd, that's Civil War. Not Captain America Civil War. Ken Burns Civil War. Now, this is the documentary that put him on the map. Let's see what we got here. Got a little pull-out booklet. Now, Ken Burns is a really good documentarian, in my opinion. He can make a documentary about a jar of mayonnaise, and he would watch it all the way through. But this is the one that put him on the map right here. Got Abraham Lincoln there. What else we got here? We got this there right here. You see? Now, amazingly, I've seen all the other Ken Burns documentaries, but I haven't seen this one. I've seen World War II ones, and some about the West and the national parks. But actually, surprisingly, I have not seen the one that put him on the map. That's Civil War. Now, maybe you're starting a collection. I'm getting more and more people out here in the real world that are now starting to pick up movies themselves because they're seeing that some of these streaming channels are just selling the rights off and it's disappearing. If you go down to the description below, it'll take you to an Amazon link where you can pick up some more of the Ken Burns, actually the Ken Burns documentary set. And remember, as an Amazon associate, I earn from every qualifying purchase. KDS Reviews is seen every Wednesday and every Sunday. If you like this type of content, then like, subscribe, and share. Maybe there's a particular subject on film that you want me to cover. This is KDS Reviews, and I'll see you in the next video.